Hello and welcome to HBR Vantage Points. My name is Lillian Fleury with HBR Consulting, and today I'm joined by Nick Quill, who is HBR's CEO and also one of its co-founders. Welcome, Nick.
Hi, Lillian. How are you today?
I'm great, thanks. So to start off with, I'd like to ask you, as firms come out of their 2020 performance, what investments are they prioritizing as they look to plan for 2022 and beyond?
Yeah, it's a really interesting time, Lillian, coming out of the 2020 results. I think firms obviously had a challenging period of time to navigate the pandemic, but I think financially they performed quite well. And so we're seeing a number of things that firms are doing, looking at how they stay connected with clients and the overall client experience. And a number of firms are looking at their operating model and whether that has to do with their real estate portfolio, the concepts around shared services, specific roles that they think could be changed or morphed as a result of this period of time. And then last, I think, is strategic growth. So I think there's a lot of activity in the market right now on how firms continue to grow and think about their strategic differentiators consistent with that growth.
Let's take each one of those individually, starting with client experience. What elements of client experience are firms investing in right now?
Yeah, I think one of the big areas has to do just with the overall client matter lifecycle. So how does the client engage and experience the firm from the point in time when a new matter is underway with a new client or an existing client? That gets into how things are priced, how time is billed, the communications and the way in which the client is kept apprised of how the matter is progressing. So that's one area. I think digital is another. I think firms that have had digital connections and digital artifacts that have connected them to their clients have seen further performance during this period where we've been all so far apart physically.
And then you mentioned operating models. How can firms' operating models support their long-term plans?
Yeah, I think firms are strategically trying to get better aligned in their operating model. Some of this differs based on industry segments. So I'd say some firms are earlier in that journey or further along, and others are starting to contemplate it. But I think most are trying to figure out how can the firm's total capabilities across the operations team really support ultimately how the legal work is being performed and delivered. I'd say further, they're looking for opportunities to partner with third parties in a different way. So whether that's in collaboration with clients and co-innovating, or if it's looking to manage services providers to help deliver specific services or deliver functional processes to support the firm's continued growth.
And speaking of growth, what growth options are firms considering right now?
Yeah, I think the current market continues to be really active as it relates to growth. I think the lateral activity is probably reaching an all-time high. I think the competition for talent and the level of signing bonuses and the like that are being extended for associates up through the partner ranks are pretty significant. So I think whether it's on the lateral side, I think there were a number of conversations heading into the pandemic that around strategic growth and combinations that were paused. Obviously, a couple of major mergers happened in 2020. I think there's a lot of pent-up demand there, and we're seeing a lot of inbound requests for pre-merger planning as well as better understanding what the future will hold from an integration planning standpoint once firms do combine.
Any closing thoughts you'd like to share?
I think it's been a very fascinating time for all of us over the last 12 to 13 months. I think for those firms that have been maybe looking to find their way as the market is segmented over the last several years, I think there's a huge opportunity to probably leapfrog ahead with the right alignment and strategy. I think we're seeing a lot of the leading firms really doubling down. I think firms wanting to be a sample size of one in their respective spaces, and I think there's a huge opportunity to differentiate and pull away from the pack. I'm probably most concerned about the firms that don't have the operational or strategic alignment and that they get left behind during this period of time. I think 2022 and beyond is going to be a really, really active time for law firms